Taking a look at fallout from the Fed, joining me now is Eric Perez. He's a financial advisor with Morgan Stanley in Chicago. Happy to have you back on the show.
Happy to be here.
So it sounds like the Fed is very encouraged by what they see with the economy.
Absolutely. There are some economic indicators that they obviously take into consideration when raising interest rates or when looking at the interest rate cycle overall. And obviously they feel the consumer sentiment and all the geopolitical factors are in line for another interest rate rise as took place yesterday.
The Fed has bumped up rates by 1/4 point to 1.5%. So what will that mean for consumers?
So the general consumer won't see much from one single interest rate rise. What they'll see is generally over a cycle. So we know 3 interest rate rises have taken place this year. Generally speaking, that'll mean higher interest rates on lending overall over time, but also higher interest rates on your savings.
Will we see a difference in mortgage rates?
Some of the adjustable rate mortgages may slightly creep up over time, but again, likely over a longer interest rate cycle.
And then car loans?
Car loans likely will stay the same over 1/4% interest rate as took place, but again, over 2 or 3, you'll start to notice that slightly creep up.
Investors, of course, are watching the Fed because the Fed has had rates so low that the best place to put your money has been the stock market. Will investors need to do any adjusting here?
As with any kind of individual, they should always contact their own investment professional. But obviously some CD rates may slightly rise, some bond rates may slightly rise, so it may be a good opportunity for folks to reposition their accounts.
Do you expect that maybe this Fed move could cool off the rally that we've seen in the market?
Economic indicators do not show that it will cool off the market. It's actually really more of a lagging indicator of where the market has actually come.
Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.